everyone, I'm Kana Taku. Today, I'm going to do the level 26 about this book about how to write more scholarly papers in English. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. So the goal of the level 26 is to check if the paper we submitted earlier is now ideally in the status of under review, or at least it should say submission being processed, because it's not automatic. Even when we submit our paper, it's not automatically be in the review processes. With many reasons, it could be incomplete. So the actual goal of the level 26 of this book is to get the ID number assigned to the paper that we submitted. So let's get started. So when I submitted, and then back to the journal's website, at least it said submission being processed. This should show like one meaning like there's now one paper, like one of my papers at least is currently processed by the journal. So right after I submit it, it should show one over here. And then unless like you have multiple papers concurrently submitted. So after that, for instance, in my case, I immediately got the email from the journal. So the email said, send back to author, as you can tell here, send back to the author. I mean, it should not be sent back to me so immediately, but it did. So that's what I meant by it's not going to be automatic. So many reasons why this will not be processed and come back to us, the author. So my paper got back to me because there are multiple reasons in my case. First of all, they acknowledged the title of my paper here. So that's good. So they definitely received my paper. So that's why it says, Dear Dr. Taku, and my submission entitled, so here's the title, has been received. So that's good. But it says here, however, before we proceed with the review process, we ask you to address the. So in my case, there were two things I completely forgot. Number one, acknowledgement. I have to say, if there are even no acknowledgement, I gotta say no acknowledgement. And if there are, I should definitely include it. So acknowledgement, as well as, because for this paper, I had co-author. So I had to explain each person's role in this manuscript. So for example, who analyzed the data, who actually wrote the initial manuscript, who built hypotheses, all of those things, but I didn't do it. And I should have clarified my funding agency. Did anybody support my research? I should talk about it, okay? But I didn't do it. That's why the paper got back to me. When the paper got back to me, I had to check the actual status of my paper. So I checked it. And then it was originally, when I started with this, submit new manuscript, right? And then moving to submission being a process. But because it got back to me, actually now here it says one, submission sent back to author. So it came back to me. So I clicked it. But before I clicked it, of course, I had to just spend maybe half an hour, 1 hour to just finish up this acknowledgement, roll of funding. And I'm not sure if you noticed it, but when I recorded level 25, I just kind of noticed that I made some errors when I provided the keywords. I should have used the semicolon, but I accidentally used comma. So the system did not really read my keywords correctly. So I wanted to fix it. So I did all of these three, okay? When I checked it, I started creating some kind of a file by making author statement, like what, each person did, everybody just confirmed, and then acknowledgements. Now I don't have any, so I had to just explain it, like role of funding, as well as this study was not funded. So just said it, I just need to say it. Once I prepare all of these files, then I clicked submission sent back to author. That led me to this page. It said submission sent back to author. Then my website shows, here's the title of my paper. And then July 10th, it's the day that I initially submitted. And then 2 days later, so July 12th, I'm now ready to resubmit all of the files. So I must have received their responses, say like even within 24 hours. So I used like a day or so to fix all of these files. So current status, it says send back to authors. So now I confirmed it. I gotta click this action links. Under the action links, there are 6 choices: view submission, view letter, edit submission, approve, remove, send email. So if I forget what I submit, because I hope not, that because we deal with multiple papers concurrently, if I forget which one I submitted, then I should just view submission. If I click view submission, I should see the PDF file for the entire files. So that's one. I didn't need it. Second one's view letter. The statement is exactly the same as the email I received previously. So the email says like, we received the manuscript, but however, before we process, you need to do this, this, this. So that's the letter. So if you somehow accidentally lost the email, you can always get back to this page and then view letter so that you see like what request you got. So that's that. In my case, I just wanted to make edits. So that's why I chose edit submission. After I made edits to submission, if I just wanted to approve it, of course, I can just click approve it. Or if for whatever reasons, if I just don't want to do anything anymore, if I just want to forget about it, then I could remove, which basically means just delete it. Or if I don't know what their requests are, then I may want to just send an email, but usually not. So I just click edit submission. So choose edit submission. And then I reposted all the files and then corrected the keywords. So originally, for example, when I did this under the manuscript's data, here you see keywords. I'm not sure if you can see because it's so tiny, but the keywords, because I used comma, even though they said I should use semicolons, because I use comma, keyword, it says count 1. That is no good because I should have like 6-ish keywords. So count 1 is definitely wrong. So that's why I thought, okay, this is a great chance to fix my errors. So I did that. So now I used semicolon, then actually they read it. So keyword count now 6. So all good. When I'm done, just click build PDF for approval. Then when I click approval, now, so start with this, came to this, send back to author, and then do it again. So this is my second time submission being processed, but that's good, that's okay. And then when I click it, now manuscript number still empty because it's just right after that. But I need some ID numbers here. Okay, and then so after a while, I got an email and it says your above reference. Hold on, let me just make it larger. So it says your above reference submission has been assigned a manuscript number of 10. This is the goal of level 26. I wanted to have this number. So now I do have this number. To track the status, you can check the website, and then thanks for your submitting. Done. Yay. So that's the goal, okay? After I got this email, I went back to the web page, then confirmed that now I have manuscript number, and current status is with editor. So probably at least it's now reviewed by the editor. Editor is going to decide whether they want to forward my paper to ad hoc reviewers, or they feel like it should be rejected, or if they feel like it should be accepted. At least now it's the editor's desk. Okay, but overall, I got the ID numbers assigned to my manuscript. So level 26 done. Yay! That's it. Thanks for watching, and then I'll see you when I will talk about level 27, 28, 29. Thanks for watching. Bye.